One of the things it seemed like you wanted to do was make her mid-range game very, very strong. So let's talk about her back one, which is this Magical Blast. It's a low-hitting move. It's relatively fast.
Yeah, it causes a pretty nice knockdown. The only way you're going to get a combo off it, really, for the most part, is using that meter burn curse, which we'll cover later. But yeah, you kind of just have to commit to it. It is safe, but you're spending the bar on hit or miss.
She also has this 4-2-3, which is a mid, pretty good range. It's pretty fast, and you can actually meter burn it, and then they're trapped in a giant block of ice.
Right. So that's a meter burned normal.
Yes, it's a meter burn normal attack. There's a few of those in the game, and you can hit confirm this, which means like you can see, oh, it hit, and then you can go into the meter burn, and then you can get a free back 3.
Right.
And do a big combo.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because you meter burn it before it hits. Like, it changes the beginning attack, so that also makes it so if you're punishing something that's pretty punishable, you can do 4-2-3, meter burn, back 3, forward 3, and it's all unclashable, so that's pretty nice.
And something we always talk about, too, that a lot of fighting game fans really like are advancing moves.
Oh, yeah.
And that has a good bit of advancement to it.
Another one of her key normals is her back 2, which actually uses this magical energy sword.
Right. It's got more range than her forward 2, so you use it in those ranges where you maybe want to try and whiff punish something that it won't quite reach, or you think the person might walk back and you don't want to whiff right in front of their face, and
right,
etc. That's also a hit confirmable string off the first 2 hits.
Now, when people thought that maybe Enchantress would be a zoner, as we're seeing with these moves, she does really try to control that middle ground.
Yeah, you can see even her jump attacks are good at that. This is her jump 2, and it's really, really good. A lot of range. And I think one more move to look at would be her 2-3 combo, which starts with this gut jab and then goes into this diamond. And the diamond has a lot of uses. You can actually just do it immediately and it's a combo, or you can hold it down and charge it, and if it's fully charged, it becomes an unblockable. And there's a unique twist to it. She also has 2-1, where she will hold it out, and if the opponent tries to attack, it's an auto parry that does a big chunk of damage.
So that's an interesting mix-up we haven't seen with a lot of different characters.
And she can dash out of it, she can cancel it. So like if the opponent, hey, I'm gonna do the unblockable, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna punish that unblockable, you'll never get me this time, you witch. Boom, they get parried.
Now here's the thing. Do the other one real quick. Do them both. Not to him, do them away from him. So you can actually tell a difference in the diamond.
Yes.
So this diamond has no like lit up peaks.
Yeah.
Where the other one does. So if you're playing a lot, you can discern them.
Yes.
It's not super easy.
Right.
But there is a difference in look.
And that'll open up one of those things where if you're looking for that, it kind of has to be held long enough for you to notice which one it is, and even then, it might be too late.
There's going to be layers and layers of mix-ups of doing it and then dashing out of it and all kind of good stuff. Is there any other normal you wanted to show?
You should show her duck.
That's true because it just looks cool. And her back 3 is one of my favorites in the game, and her 4-3, it's a Bulba Strike.
It does have different ranges.
Which is different.
Yes, her 4-3, she can actually do close, medium, and far. Several characters have a close and medium one. She's the only one that has a far one. So her 4-3 can hit from pretty far away, and then she can run up and do a combo.
So for me, like players like me, that's like another special move.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to use it in ranges you normally would not use a 4-3, but I mean, that's kind of the fun of it.
Let's also check out her throw, because it's definitely one of the coolest in the game.
Yeah.
I want to say...
I just like how it came out a lot.
That's really cool. I remember when I first saw you, I first saw it when there was no, like, any sort of, like, cool effects to it yet.
Yes.
And I was still like, that's going to be amazing. And it turned out really well. And I do love the fact that every time we do a stream, we show the throw, and we say, that's the coolest throw we've seen yet.
That's actually a good point.
Like last time, like Adam.
Yeah, that's
his
true.
throw is baller.
And her down 2 is also, a lot of people even noticed in the trailer, her down 2 is fantastic. It's super fast, and it's super high. It's great. So, I think you can understand that you'll notice she doesn't have a lot of high-low mix-ups. Her big overhead is 1-2-2, the second hit, and her low, like we said, you have to commit if you want to do a combo. But in the mid to long range, she's really, really strong, and I think that complements her special moves. So we'll start with her Astral Soul Rip, where she tears her own soul out and then crushes it. This is a good combo ender. It's the move she'll do like a down 1 into it. If she wants like a quick down 1.
It's her wake-up attack.
Right, it's her wake-up attack. It's punishable, but it has good range. It's one of those things where like...
It's also going to be hard to punish from further away.
Right, like it's one of those things where on paper it's super punishable, but if they're super far away, it's going to be kind of hard. And that's really her only typical by-the-numbers special move. From here on out, we're going to get weird.
You should also show the meter
Oh, yeah,
right
oh yeah, that's a good
So
point.
it's not actually by the numbers.
Okay, so this is one of her resource moves. She will actually heal herself. Instead of it doing any more damage, she will take their soul into her body and absorb their soul energy into her health.
Yep. So it already is starting to get weird.
Yeah, and now we're going to get really weird. So she has Hell's Gate, and once the gate is active, it will actually reflect projectiles back as her own energy beam. And the cool thing is, she is fully capable of moving around and playing the game when it is out. You can see it's very fast, has really good recovery, lasts for a long, long time. And this move is going to complement the rest of her moveset. This is a move that's going to be great. She can put it out, and now Superman's like, oh man, doing Heat Zap is dangerous, and she's going to do her character power and her other buffs. Like, for example, her Curse, which I think is one of her core moves. She draws a pentagram, and then she will actually debuff the opponent. The interesting thing is, this move does not actually hit. She does it, and it's going to connect. Unless Superman is in an invincible state, like he's knocked down, or he backdashes.
Or behind it, or
yeah.
other
If
stuff.
she's able to point, he is cursed. Now,
Can you block it?
this is not. Yeah, this is not an attack you can block or duck or anything like that. So, what do the curses actually do?
So there's 4 different curses that can happen. That one, for example, prevents super meter from being gained. That one, if you meter burn a move, it damages you and gives Enchantress meter. One of them disables special moves from being used, and the last one is you take damage when you jump or duck. So if you put that on Sonic Fox, you're probably gonna win the game if he tries to do that.
Yeah, and you'll also notice it does a little bit of damage. At first you're thinking, oh, it's like 3%, who cares? But that's the beauty of Enchantress. She's going to put the wall up, and then she's going to do a curse. She's going to put the wall up, she'll put her character power, which we'll show later, and she's going to do a curse. And then you try to get in, because you don't want to deal with the curse, and that's when she starts hitting her with a long range.
Now, does the curse stack?
You keep refreshing the same one. If you curse someone and curse them before it's up, it just reapplies the same curse, so you don't get a reroll or anything. But
Does it increase damage, or does it?
It still does that 3% or whatever
Yeah.
damage. So, for example, if you get special move disable curse, and you're against a zoner, you can keep doing that, and you're like, hey, you gotta come to me.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. You'll notice from full screen, she doesn't have that much of a presence in terms of like a projectile or like teleporting and like that. But you have to come to her because this is going to add up.
Yeah, that's the special move disable one right there.
So
real quick, so I just want to talk about chat, because chat is fun for me to talk about.
Okay.
One person said, finally, a true anti-zoner. The next thing underneath it is,
Okay.
oh, a zoner.
Yeah, she's
Well,
not.
I mean,
It's just funny how they're...
Yeah. Maybe against another melee character, you'll see her do stuff like that, but
She checks a lot of boxes.
This curse, if you do it, you'll see it takes quite a while to happen. You're not going to be using it too much for.
But
hardcore
there's a trick to
zoning.
it. When you meter burn it, she can actually meter burn it at almost any point in it. And
Right.
She'll actually.
That's one of the interesting things too. If
And then
say
that's-
for example you're cursing kind of far away, I'm like, uh-oh, I want to stop her.
Yeah.
And-
Boom.
Yeah.
And then you get. That's your main combo starter. So that's both a combo star and kind of a trap move.
So it turns into it
Yes.
into a wall bounce.
Which I really love. It's one of the few moves in the game that's not a physical hit at all, and yet when you meter burn it, it becomes one of her best physical hits. So now let's talk about her mana shield. When this is active, instead of taking damage from her health bar, if I am hit, I will actually take the damage through her super meter. So check out her super meter.
I think did you change it off refill? Yeah.
All right, so now if I'm hit, you can see it's actually draining her super meter. This is an awesome, really interesting meta-shifting move.
And that
for,
doesn't.
like,
She
in-game
takes
scenarios.
no damage there.
She will take no damage while she has it active and while she has super meter to take.
So we're looking at a tournament.
Yes.
End of the game. Enchantress her life bar is flashing.
And she has made the decision, hey, instead of clashing or using my super, I'm going to hoard this meter. She activates it. She can be hit. It's not like you gain armor, but she will not take the damage from her life bar. And that's going to allow her to take more risks, to be more crazy, and it's it's a huge lifesaver. We have had matches in the lab where it's like, why won't you die? And she just won't die because she had 3 to 4 bars or 2 bars or whatever.
Yeah,
But then again, once that happens, if she does get comboed and she's on the ground, now she's missing 2 bars a meter or more.
Right, and that means she's not going to be able to clash, or will win a clash.
Or the clash might lose. Yeah.
She would not be able to meter burn this to do big combos. She wouldn't be able to get her health back with this. I think she's like a lot of characters in Injustice. She's not an overly strong character if she doesn't have meter. So it's in Injustice. One of the key things is meter makes you really, really good. Clash saves your life. How do you weigh it? She has this third option, which I think is really cool. And it's not just end of game. That's just my favorite way.
Yeah.
You can use it for a Magic Pixel. Imagine an Enchantress player in tournament. The Magic Pixel scenario is already annoying. Like, I'm imagining her doing that.
There's actually even been first rounds where...
To me, that's actually, sometimes in the Injustice, the way our life bars work, you want to get as much damage out. Like, if you've drained their life bar, you don't want to lose yours. You want to get as much damage out till you go to second round. Too.
Yep, absolutely. So, moving on, she has this parry move.
Go ahead.
When this is active, she will actually teleport behind them. And then, depending on the recovery move, she can actually get a combo. So this is one of the very rare full combo parries that doesn't use a bar meter. And she has a second option. She'll actually drop down from the ground, and she can get a full jump in. So the parry's not that fast. It's got to be one of the slower ones, right?
Yeah.
But you don't even have to use a bar meter, and if they do a move with a lot of recovery, they're going to get blown up. So it's pretty effective.
Yeah, it's also interesting, too, because, if you parry a down 1, for example, you're not going to be able to punish it because they recover so fast. But you're going to appear from the ceiling or behind them, and they have to react to that. It's like, might be hard for them to even just block which side you're going to end up on.
So let's go into her super move before we talk about her character power.
Sounds good. Awesome.
Man, Superman got beat up by his own soul.
Well, he's weak to magic. So.
Right, that's canon.
Oh,
all
man.
Kryptonians. Which means an answer to Supergirl, finally.
Right.
Right, Enchantress. Yeah. All right, so her character power is super interesting. She actually summons a demon, the Lord Zabulba. Now, Zabulba acts on his own. I'm not controlling him. Once I summon him, Zabulba is going to go forward and follow the opponent, and eventually he's going to do this big overhead. The explosion also acts as a hit, so you can see it's 2 hits. So if he tries to armor it, he's going to get blown up, like literally blown up by that hellfire. But Zabulba has a few commands of his own. I can actually stop him. And now, if Superman tries to walk forward, you can see he's blocked. So this is absolutely awesome for, hey, I'm going to do my curses, I'm going to turn my mana shield on, I'm going to get my wall out. The demon totally complements all the moves we just talked about. And the last one is she can summon him and then blow him up by snapping her fingers and he blows up. So Zabulba, there's going to be this is, if you are one of those players that you like your weird corner, unblockable setups, you can go nuts. Like, what are some of the ideas you came up with?
Yeah, I mean, there's situations where, you can, standing 2 is a restand move. I don't know if we talked about that, but, yeah, you can go standing 2 into, charging the 3 while Zabulba is in that defensive stance behind you, and you might let it rip and hit them if they try and jump out.
Let it rip.
Yeah, Beyblade. But
That's not what we were thinking.
or if if they just sit there and wait, I'm scared, you hit them with the unblockable and then do the attack and you can get a combo off it. There's lots of crazy stuff. I mean, I'm excited to see what people come up with. Interesting ways to use the demon.
Yeah, and like I said, it totally complements her move list. She's one of those characters where once she gets going, she can really steamroll you. Like it's like a snowball rolling downhill. She's got the wall out, she's got the curse out, then she gets mana shield, and she has 2 bars, so you're not even gonna hit her. The demon totally starts that, and you're like, all right, it's my time now.
So you want to get on top of this real quick. You want to because like her wake up's fine.
Her wake up's it gets the job done.
Right. So generally, like, get on top of it early
Yeah.
and win, or she might start using all of the what are we calling them?
Resources.
The resources she has. Yeah, absolutely.
One thing to note too about the curse is if you have an opponent curse and do certain moves, they get amplified and consume the curse. Like her throw will do more damage than the standard 11% and give her half a bar of meter.
And here's another example. You can see normally they fall out of this. However, if you have the curse up, when it breaks, they will not, and you actually get a restand. So there's another example of setups you can find with that. And
Oh yeah, plenty of stuff. Yeah, so
Let's her
you'll just have to
go
explode.
hard in the paint a little bit.
absolutely. And that's how she rolls. She learned that from June.
Did she though?
Absolutely, that's canon.
Okay. Not everything's canon, Steve.
That's canon with a K.
Fine.
So, I think that's kind of Enchantress' main gameplay here.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, check out some of our other videos on IGN.com and our YouTube channel. For more news, tips, and videos on your favorite games and entertainment, keep it right here on IGN.